In the square before the building, the blue fountain is standing like an anchored ship, and it is attracting people to feast their eyes on its sight. The sunbeams reflected off the shiny surface of the glazed majolica completely repaint the surroundings in a moment. Among the many beautiful houses of the Subotica promenade, one looking for Art Nouveau might immediately notice the building of the Savings Cooperative. Beehive motifs at the entrance and in the street front symbolize the building's purpose. The irregular asymmetric building, standing on a regular rectangle-shaped site, has manifold window shapes, balconies, and human and animal squirrel-shaped motifs that assign a rhythm, a tune to this piece of art. But this fantastic journey is far from over. Around the corner to the left, you will find yourself in front of three buildings. Each one is a masterpiece. The master is Ferenc Rajch, architect who intended the middle building to be his own house, which today is the picture gallery of modern arts. The gateway of the facade, decorated with oriental motifs, should jump out in order to draw attention to the main entrance. But not in this case. This main entrance deepens inward compared to the plane of the head wall, thus receiving emphasis and making those arriving to the building from the front to feel an urge to enter. How brilliant! About the roofing structure and the majolica tiles covering it, one might think that if they have ever seen such a thing, it must have been in a dream. The Subotica synagogue is currently under restoration. The plans of the building, constructed in the first half of the 20th century, were handed in for a Szeged synagogue tender, where it won second prize. As a result of the tender's success, the plan collecting first prize was implemented in Szeged. Jewish people in Subotica had not invited tenders, but bought the work of Marcel Komor and Dezső Jakab. The building is smaller in size than the one in Szeged, but its beauty ensures a place among the most outstanding buildings of Art Nouveau. Its pre-restoration state interior decoration also indicates the building's former splendor. The most beautiful and the best-known creation of Art Nouveau in Szeged is the statue of Pista Danko. The songwriter Danko had a legendary love life with the blonde-haired and blue-eyed Ilonka Jó. The love of the gypsy boy and the Hungarian girl is a story of Art Nouveau full of romanticism. The statue, which is the creation of Ede Margot from 1912, has the characteristics of Art Nouveau. The pink and white marble statue portrays melancholic songwriter with his violin in front of a wild rose bush. The Deutsch Palace is situated near the statue of Danko. The facade of the building and the two staircases praise the handwork of Ödön Lechner. The facade articulation can be interpreted as the spatialization of a sonata. Its rhythms are so expressive and plastic. However, the main gate with its insect eye looking glass and the line of lady figures made of gypsum at the side of the doorway remained. The fragmented remains of the palace's amazing main entrance suggests a talented architect and a brilliant implementer. The new synagogue is the most outstanding building of Szeged from 1903 that was built in the styles of Art Nouveau and eclecticism. The plant decoration and the interior wall painting of the compelling and sizable building have an astonishing effect on the visitor. The colorful windows were made at the famous workshop of Miksa Roth in Budapest. We can track the main events of the history of the Jewish people here. Chief Rabbi Löw Immanuel, who was proficient in natural sciences, gave suggestions to designer-architect Lipót Baumhorn. The new synagogue of the city is the wonderful manifestation of the joint work of the two talented individuals. The Rök Palace, which was designed by Ede Magyar, is the pearl of the buildings in Szeged that were built in the style of Art Nouveau. He got the commission to build a palace from Lajos Iván Rök and his wife. The construction of the building was finished by 1907. The rhythm of the open and closed variations of the facade's balconies, the wrinkled walls, the beauty of the blown lilies elevated the palace into the most outstanding building of the Hungarian Art Nouveau. The Ungern-Meyer Palace is at the corner of Dugonit Square and Kara Street, which was built by Ede Magyar between 1910 and 1911. We can find Sándor Varga's work among the ornaments of the tower that looks like an onion dome. These are the girl figures made of tin that we can know from the doorway of Goldsmith Palace.